Hey, I know it has definitely been a while. Um, so much has happened, so I might have to break this video up. First, I want to do an update and say thank you to my one subscriber. I really appreciate you. It's been a long, hard journey, but to get any type of feedback means a lot. So, shout out to you as usual. Obviously, I am alive. And this week, I will definitely use the words that that I'm well. I kind of stutter in saying that because of everything I've been through the past couple days, especially. Um, it's just been a flipping roller coaster. But, even though it's dark, you could probably tell that I have a medication sheet. Also have some medication that I've been put on finally. So that's another thing to check in. Throughout this entire journey, I haven't had any medication. I've definitely been trying to do things holistically, um, naturally, and at the end of the day, even though I do have a pharmaceutical degree and I do not believe in taking these medications, it's very unfortunate when you are surrounded by people in your life that feel like because you're not doing any and everything, and mostly to me, that's any and everything to resolve your problem. That means that you're not actually trying. And, that's a blatant lie. I've had 5 different therapists at one point. I've gone to therapy 2 or 3 times a week at one point. You know what I'm saying? Like, I've spent a lot of hours in my life crying and meditating and seeking help and trying to answer these questions that keep riddling my mind, that no matter how much I know that I know the answer to the questions, you know, you're always going to be alone. No, you're not. Or I guess the statements, not really questions, the things that kind of plague you and haunt you when things are hard in your life. And it's just very unfortunate to be judged in such a way where you feel like you have to take medication. And so that's basically the situation that I have been put in. Um, so here we are. I've been taking the medication. It has totally screwed up my sleep cycle. It after reading more about it, it really seems like it may make my suicidal thoughts worse. But all I could do is pray for the best that this actually works, and communicate with my doctor. So I don't know how I'm supposed to do that when he pretty much ignores me. So it's been especially hard just getting the medication. That means I definitely finally got to go to a visit and go see, I guess, the lady who's going to be my new therapist. And the first thing she did was get my medication. So it was very unfortunate. I spent several hours thinking that I was going to get to talk to someone and, you know, I guess kind of get back on the level of understanding. It's really frustrating having several different therapists and having to tell each one. And, I can't remember what I told one and didn't tell the other. But I know this shit is on file somewhere and that somebody should have wrote it down. And so it just really sucks. Like, it just really sucks. So I'm checking in. I'm on medication. I am, wow. I didn't even check the date or like watch my last video. But it is the beginning of August. And in July, I had 2 suicide attempts. And, well, I guess it was only one. The first one was like in the last day of June. So I guess only once for July and twice in June. And, I've just been, it's been less and less, most definitely. And that's, of course, without medication. So hopefully this medication will actually help and make a difference in my life. So, if no one ever told you that you're beautiful, if you're hurting, if you're alone, if you're dealing with a whole lot, I want you to know truly in your heart that you aren't alone, even though we constantly may feel alone. There are people who love you and who care for you, even if they're across the world and they never met you before, because that's just the type of person that I was raised to be. And so, I'm sorry that you're going through what you're going through. If you were assaulted, sexually assaulted, manipulated, if you ever told someone no, please don't, and stop, and I don't want this, and they did not listen, I'm here for you. I love you, and that's the reason why I started this whole thing, and I want to eventually start a nonprofit to help women like me who basically slip through the cracks. Like, it's been a hell of a struggle. I've had to sleep in my car several nights. I've had to sleep in like parking lots, and those are pretty dangerous situations. But when you feel endangered, what else are you supposed to do? And unfortunately, it can escalate to putting yourself in more dangerous situations. I do understand that when I'm coherent and unemotional, and it's just really hard to explain how all of that absolutely goes out of the window when you are struggling. So I just want to say thank you for following along. If you know anyone who needs any help, definitely share this with them. If you want to help in any type of way, definitely check out my support page. There should be a link somewhere where you can, go make a donation or help me, with my plan to start this nonprofit. It would be an amazing blessing to communicate with someone who knows how to start a nonprofit and will just help me launch it. So at the end of the day, I just don't want people feeling the way I have been feeling this journey, and it's almost been 12 months, guys. So thanks. I love you so much, and I'll check in on my next video and give you a little bit more detail. Thanks.